they looted minerals better than anybody, worse than anybody I know of in history. So would you even listen to that? Minerals?
What happens when a small but rapidly rising African nation, one with one of the fastest growing economies, cutting-edge infrastructure, and a laser-focused leadership, decides it no longer owes anything to the West? What happens when Rwanda, a country once underestimated on the world stage, suddenly steps into the global spotlight and declares, "America, your mining era here is over. India and China, welcome in." This is not just a policy shift. This is not just a headline. This is a geopolitical earthquake, a massive shockwave rippling across Washington, New Delhi, Beijing, and the entire African continent. Because minerals are the new oil. Control minerals, and you control the future. And Rwanda has just chosen who it wants to share that future with: India and China, not America. Today, I'll break down why Rwanda made this explosive move, how it threatens America's global mineral dominance, what India and China gain from this powerful partnership, how Africa's mineral war is rewriting global power, and why Rwanda's decision may trigger a domino effect across the continent. Stay with me. This is Eazicho Africa, and today, you're about to witness the beginning of a brand new world order. Across the 21st century, global power is shifting, not through armies, not through weapons, not even through oil, but through critical minerals: cobalt, lithium, coltan, tin, tantalum, rare earths. These are the ingredients of everything modern: smartphones, electric cars, military drones, AI chips, renewable energy, satellites, jet fighters. Without them, modern civilization collapses. Africa holds over 30% of the world's minerals, and the Great Lakes region, especially Rwanda and the DRC, holds some of the most important deposits on Earth. For decades, America thought it had Africa's mineral corridors under control. But Africa is changing. Africa is waking up. Africa is choosing new partners. And Rwanda has become the symbol of that new phase. Rwanda is small, yes, but its strategic value? Absolutely massive. Why? Because Rwanda is a global hub for tantalum, tin, tungsten, coltan, and the world's cleanest, most traceable minerals. Today, more than 40% of the global tantalum supply passes through Rwanda's value chain. Tantalum alone powers iPhones, Samsung devices, Tesla technologies, medical implants, jet engines. So if Rwanda says no to a country, that country feels the pain. And that's exactly what happened to America. For years, American mining companies operated with huge influence in Rwanda. Many exploited loopholes, used middlemen, or controlled supply chains. But Rwanda's leadership began asking, why are we not benefiting enough? Why does America want access but not partnership? Why does the West tell us how to run our economy? Why do we stay dependent when we could build our own mining industries with better partners? These questions built up over time, and they pushed Rwanda toward a historic decision. In late 2024 and early 2025, Rwanda's Ministry of Mines began auditing all foreign mining operations. 10. Guess who failed the transparency test? Guess who was caught underreporting profits? Guess who was accused of exploiting Rwanda's or without investing back into the country? Several U.S.-linked mining firms. Rwanda responded with license revocations, forced shutdowns, expulsion of executives, seizure of smuggled mineral stockpiles, and a new policy giving priority access only to strategic partners. This was unprecedented. America was shocked. Washington panicked. Lobbyists screamed. Mining corporations scrambled to send delegations. But Rwanda's leadership didn't budge. They said one message loud and clear: we're choosing partners who respect us, not those who extract from us. And those partners are, without hesitation, India and China. Rwanda did not pick India and China by accident. These two Asian giants are fighting a technological war, each trying to secure the minerals needed to dominate the future. Why China? China already controls 70% of the world's rare earth supply. It has deep mining experience across Africa. It builds infrastructure in exchange for minerals. It invests directly. No lectures, no conditions. It can process minerals at scale. China offers Rwanda one thing America doesn't: guaranteed demand plus long-term investment. Why India? India is the fastest growing tech economy in the world. It needs tantalum for electronics, tin and tungsten for engineering, coltan for EV batteries, rare metals for AI chips. India also built Africa's biggest chip manufacturing collaborations, is expanding mining partnerships in East Africa, treats African nations as equals, offers technology transfer instead of control. For Rwanda, India is not just a buyer. India is a strategic partner for industrialization. Together, India plus China offer Rwanda billions in direct investment, mineral processing facilities inside Rwanda, technology transfer, joint ventures, training for Rwandan engineers, infrastructure development, guaranteed long-term contracts. America could not match this. Washington immediately released statements expressing concern, warning about foreign influence, accusing Rwanda of geopolitical alignment. Translation: America is scared because losing Rwanda means losing access to critical minerals, losing influence in East Africa, losing leverage in the Great Lakes region, watching China and India dominate the supply chain, losing competitive advantage in tech and defense. For U.S. mining corporations, the loss is even worse. One CEO privately called the Rwanda decision catastrophic. Another one warned shareholders, if we lose access to East African tantalum, we lose our global lead. But Rwanda did not reverse course. Instead, they doubled down. America's era of dominance in Rwanda was officially over. Rwanda introduced a brand new national mining vision. All minerals must be processed, refined, value-added. Inside Rwanda, this kills America's old strategy of taking raw materials abroad. Companies must build facilities, employ locals, transfer technology, share profits, prove transparency. India and China fit this model. America does not. Rwanda is building joint processing plants, shared export routes, unified certification systems, mineral for infrastructure swaps. This creates an East African mineral powerhouse that America cannot dominate. This system exposes smuggling, underreporting, Western supply chain manipulation. American companies hated this transparency, but India and China supported it. Built a $400 million mineral processing zone, signed 15-year tantalum and coltan contracts, trained Rwandan mining engineers in Beijing, installed advanced refining machines, opened East Africa's newest mineral refining plant, partnered with Rwanda on EV battery research, signed a long-term technology transfer agreement, offered scholarships for Rwandan geologists, invested in Kigali's industrial zone. This is a real partnership, not extraction, not exploitation. Rwanda's move is causing shockwaves across Africa. Countries now watching closely: Tanzania, Zambia, Namibia, Mozambique, Malawi, DRC, Uganda. These nations have also been frustrated with Western mining behavior. Rwanda just gave them a blueprint. Kick out whoever doesn't respect your rules. Bring in partners who treat you as equals. Keep value addition inside Africa. Use minerals to build industry, not dependency. This could trigger a continent-wide mineral revolution. If Africa controls its minerals, Africa controls its future, and that future will no longer be dictated from Washington. The U.S. cannot compete for three major reasons. African nations are tired of it. India and China share openly. That wins hearts. African leaders prefer partners who don't interfere, don't lecture, don't impose conditions, don't weaponize aid. Rwanda chose sovereignty, not submission. This is not a small story. This is the beginning of a new world order. India wants minerals to become the next global tech champion. China wants minerals to maintain global dominance. America wants minerals to protect its military and AI industry. Europe wants minerals to survive. Africa has the minerals everyone needs. And Rwanda just declared which side it stands with. This sets the stage for diplomatic battles, trade wars, corporate wars, investment races, sanction threats, strategic alliances. The mineral war is real, and Africa is the battlefield. Rwanda's leadership has one of the clearest national visions in Africa. Their priorities: sovereignty, economic independence, industrialization, reducing Western dependency. They want Rwanda to become Africa's mineral processing hub, a global center for high-tech materials, a leader in ethical sourcing, a nation that controls its own wealth. And India plus China fit this long-term vision. America does not. Value-added minerals equals higher profits. This grows Rwanda's economy. Thousands of skilled jobs for Rwandans. Roads, refineries, power plants. Stronger influence in East Africa. No more strings attached. America may try. Sanctions, lobbying, diplomatic pressure, mining campaigns against Rwanda, funding opposition groups, influencing global certification bodies. But Rwanda has two shields. China is the world's biggest mineral buyer. America cannot block that. India has strong relationships across Africa, the Middle East, and Asia. It is not afraid of U.S. pressure. Together, India plus China give Rwanda immunity. Rwanda's move is inspiring other African nations to rethink their alliances. Expect more. Policy changes, mining license revocations, preference for Asian partners, African regional mineral blocks, new industrial zones. Africa is no longer begging. Africa is choosing. For decades, Africa has been stuck in a cycle. Extract minerals, export raw, get paid little, stay dependent, stay controlled. Rwanda just broke that cycle. India and China are helping Africa shift from raw materials supplier global industrial hub, dependency sovereignty, poverty growth. This is the Africa of the future. This is the Africa the West fears. America believed Africa would always say yes. Africa would always obey. Africa would always be desperate. Africa would never turn away from Western power. But Rwanda just proved them wrong. By ditching America and embracing India and China, Rwanda sent a message heard across the globe. Africa will choose partners who respect us, not those who exploit us. This decision will reshape global supply chains, tech industries, EV markets, military production, AI chip manufacturing, geopolitical alliances. The mineral war is no longer a prediction. It's here. It's real. And Africa, finally, is in control. This is Iazicho Africa, bringing you the truth the world is afraid to say. If you found this powerful, informative, and eye-opening, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Because the new Africa is rising, and I'm here to tell its story.